guys, today we are continuing to work on your boat project, but coming up this Friday you've got your nature of science test over the nature of science. So information first, it says test details are you have a review on Thursday, test day Friday. You only get one attempt on this summative assessment. This is our end of the unit test, our end of the unit exam, so you can't, this isn't one where you get multiple attempts on your test. So make sure you're ready to go, make sure you're prepared. It's broken into different sections based on the parts that we've done with this unit. The first section deals with what does it mean to think like a scientist, and on that we talked about quantitative and qualitative observations. Anything that deals with numbers, it's measurable, those are quantitative. Think of the word quantity where it has the letter N in it, numbers. If you're talking about descriptions that are not measurable, those are qualitative. Be able to look at observations versus inferences, figure out which ones are observations, which ones are inferences. Inferences are you trying to explain what you're observing. Okay, an experimental bias is when you'll need to be able to read a setting, like a situation about an experiment, and then you need to figure out what was done incorrectly with how they set it up that would have given them answers that weren't exactly right. The next section, part 2, deals with the scientific method. With the scientific method, having a good understanding of the variables, the manipulated or independent variable is the part of the experiment you're changing on purpose. It's what you're testing. The responding variable, also known as the dependent variable, is what you're measuring. What are you looking for as you're changing the independent variable? What data are you looking for? Think of the penny drop lab. We were changing the type of water that the penny was dipped into. That would be our independent variable, would be the type of water, and then our dependent variable, the data we were looking for, was the number of drops of water that would fit on the penny. Then the third type of variable would be a controlled variable, and those are all the things that you need to control or keep the same so that you have a fair, controlled experiment. During an experiment, you can only change one thing at a time, and that allows you to know what's causing the results that you're getting. And then the last section deals with metric conversions and statistics. It says be sure you know how to convert numbers using the metric system. There's some review stuff on Canvas to practice that. Think of the exit ticket you did with metric conversions. I got a video on there as well. And then the difference between mass and weight. Your mass is a measurement of how much matter is inside you, and that's constant. Your weight is a measurement of how much gravity is acting on you. So your weight can change depending on where you are, but your mass is a constant. Okay, and then the last part deals with mean, median, and mode. To find the mean, you're finding the average. You add up your numbers and then divide by how many you have. The median is the middle number. You first have to put them in order and then figure out which number is in the middle. And then the mode is the number that shows up the most. Real quick, on Canvas, I'll show you how to get to the review stuff. You got the study guide today, and there's a couple things on here for you to start looking at. So if you go to our homepage, and then if you scroll down here to assessment review, on here there's the study guide blank. There's an answered study guide. This help video will be embedded right here, and then there's some self-practice questions. This one's like 10 questions long, and then there's a review with some Quizlet vocab terms, and you can go through and kind of check and see how well you know those things. So please take time to study this. Do well. This is going to be one of your last, between this and your boat project, probably your last 2 major grades of this whole first 9 weeks. So end it on a great note. Come in and smoke that test. Be confident in what you know, and please ask me if you have any questions between now and Friday. So good luck, and let me know if you need anything. See ya. Bye.